Ever find yourself, like, stuck, glued to your chair, staring at a screen, work trance kind of thing?
Oh, yeah. I know that feeling. We've all been there.
Totally. And today, we're all about breaking free, like literally, deep dive into standing desks, specifically something called the Levitator.
Interesting.
We've got stuff from their website, product descriptions, research, even a bit about the founder, Levne Moten.
Okay.
And his resume is, wow. But our mission: unpack if this stylish, kind of Lego-looking desk thing lives up to the hype.
So does the science of standing actually, hold up?
Exactly. They say on their site, sitting is the new smoking. Kind of dramatic, but is there something to that?
It's a statement for sure. Gets your attention, makes you think, right? But they cite some research that's interesting, to say the least, about how much our sedentary lifestyle impacts us long term.
Because it's more than just feeling stiff after a long day. The Levitator site talks about research linking sitting too long to, well, obesity, metabolic syndrome, even higher risk of heart disease, diabetes, even some cancers. It's kind of alarming when you see it all together like that.
It is, and that's the heart of what the Levitator team is trying to address, getting people to stand up more during work. They're tapping into research that suggests standing more can actually reduce those risks, changing how we see our workspaces from, stagnancy to movement.
Not just about looks, then. Real health stuff. It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Standing, we burn more calories, muscles are working. But the site also hints at less obvious benefits, like boosted brain power, increased creativity even. Is there any truth to that?
That's where it gets really cool. Think about it. A few hours a day standing instead of sitting, you're basically adding a mini workout, boosting your metabolism, using muscles you didn't even realize were there.
So instead of that afternoon slump, I'm actually, sparking new ideas.
Exactly. It's not just the body, but the brain, too. Increased blood flow, more oxygen to your brain, all that adds up to better cognitive function, clearer thinking, and, a boost in creativity.
Mm-hmm.
When your body's active, your mind tends to follow suit.
So me standing at my desk could be the secret to unlocking my best ideas. That's a pretty compelling reason to rethink my setup. Okay, sold. Standing more. Good thing. But the Levitator itself, they've got different models, right? What's the deal?
Yeah, they do. It's all about finding what works for you, your space, how you work. The Rise is their smallest, good for smaller desks.
Makes sense.
Then there's the Elevate, bit more room, maybe laptop and a notebook,
Okay.
And then the Professional, that's, the name kind of says it, for those who want, maximum workspace.
And they're not just practical, they're kind of cool looking. They even mentioned being inspired by Piet Mondrian, the painter, on the website.
Yeah, they have a real style, that's for sure. Mondrian, he did that abstract stuff, bold colors, blocks, You can see that in the Levitator, the modular design, the different colors they offer. Plus, you can choose black or that brushed silver for the frame, aluminum, I think, all about customizing it.
So it's like art for your desk, that's also good for you. Speaking of art, there's a whole section, speaking in colors. What's that about?
Oh, that. I thought it was interesting. They're saying color isn't just, what looks nice. It's a language. It could actually make you feel things, influence how you think even. It's like they're bringing a whole different approach to workspace design. Like every little thing matters.
Makes sense, especially with all the research tying our environment to how productive we are, how we feel. But let's talk about the guy behind it all. Levne Moten, the founder. Saw his resume and whoa, PhD in mechanical engineering. That's intense.
Yeah, his background is something else, not just the PhD. He was at Brookhaven National Lab, did a lot with nuclear safety, even international nuclear materials protection.
Wow, high stakes.
Right, and he's published papers on all sorts of technical stuff.
So, not afraid of a challenge, that's for sure. And deep understanding of complex systems. Do you see any connection between that, his background, and the Levitator?
Totally. I think that nuclear safety background, it's key to what makes the Levitator different. In that field, details are everything. Minimizing risk, it's huge.
Yeah.
And I see that in the Levitators, the design, how well it's made. Not just about looking cool, but being durable, putting the user first.
So it's that safety first mindset, but applied to a desk accessory.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that says a lot,
Yeah.
He wants to make products that actually matter in people's lives, taking something we all have, our workspaces, and making them places that actually help us, our health, our well-being. It's a cool idea.
So it's bigger than just standing up. It's about how you see your work, your health, your space even.
Totally. And it makes you think about those little ways our environment affects us, physically, mentally, which actually is a good transition to one of the bolder claims they make.
They're saying the Levitator can actually, boost your mental well-being, not just the physical stuff. Do you think that's legit? Can just changing your desk setup really change how you, I don't know, how you think?
That's the big question, isn't it? And honestly, it's something researchers are still figuring out. But there's more and more evidence that our surroundings, physically and how we think and feel, they're really connected.
Yeah.
Our environment, it can actually mess with our focus, our mood, even how creative we are, all of it.
So ditching the whole, office drone posture, being a bit more active could actually help me find my next big idea.
It's definitely possible. When we move, we change our perspective, literally, but also mentally. That shift can open up new ways of thinking, solving problems, even small stuff, like standing more. It makes a difference.
It's like the levitator isn't just a desk thing. It's like unlocking your brain or something.
Yeah. And it reminds us that well-being, it's not just one thing. Physical health, mental state, they're tied together.
For sure. So what's the takeaway for everyone listening? What do they need to know?
We covered a lot. Standing desks, ergonomics, all that sciencey stuff. But the big thing, I think, is realizing that our workspaces, they impact us more than we realize.
It's easy to forget about, just our desk, our chair.
Right. But when we try to make those spaces work for us, physically and mentally, it can change how we feel, how well we work even. And that's powerful stuff.
It really is. Well, listeners, sounds like we've got some experimenting to do. Check out the Levitator website, maybe dig into that research a bit more. And if you're feeling adventurous, try a standing desk. See if it changes things up for you. Literally, figuratively, however it works. That's all the time we've got for today's deep dive on standing desks, ergonomics, and how our bodies and minds are more connected than we think. Until next time, keep exploring, keep asking those questions, and keep those innovative ideas coming.